Tonight, we are coming to discuss a very important topic on health. We are coming to discuss health. Many people have been asking me this question. So I have taken it upon myself to discuss these very important issues affecting us as individuals. The question that many have come to me or send me is they don't understand the Ghana Health Service report, the figures in the HIV/AIDS cases in the country. And since that is concerned with the health, I didn't want to rush so that I go wayward and to say something that will not be truthful. And as for health issues, you need to take your time and discuss it very, very professionally so that everybody will get better understanding of how those issues are and how it affects people. And as I always tell you, KMTV, we always have it in mind that we will always come out with what is factual and truth. We never exaggerate on issues because we want the numbers here on YouTube or on our platform. If we will say it for one person to get better understanding and get correct information, we will do that. So wherever you are most welcome to KMTV, a platform that always comes with accurate and correct information for the public consumption. I know many of us are on the internet looking for issues that are not of importance, maybe entertainment and what have you. It's your own choice. So stay and stay as I break down. This rundown breakdown is a statistical confusion that have got into the mind of people about some figures that we do here. So at this point, I believe that at the end of this show, I want my viewers, my listeners, to get core understanding how the figures are released, the meaning of these figures, what it means. You understand density, percentage with volume, total head count, volume, head count. How many actual individuals have the condition? For example, Accra being the national capital, in Greater Accra being the most populated region in Ghana. But why a region with less population lead HIV infection? So to common person, these figures doesn't make sense. And this is why they are out asking these questions, that how possible Bono Region could lead HIV with least population numbers. So I am coming to take my time, let you understand when we say, why do we say a region with less population could lead HIV infection? So this is something that we are coming to look at. So for example, let's take something like the core misunderstanding is that people often confuse prevalence, that is density percentage, with volume, that is total headcount. People always get confused, or core misunderstanding is from this point, that prevalence, that is density / percentage, with volume, that is the total headcount of people we presume or we have seen that they have the infection. So when we see volume, what is it? Volume simply means head count. So in literal meaning, how many actual individuals have the condition? That is the volume. The number of people who have contracted with the condition or the HIV/AIDS. So for example, Accra lead because it has over 5 million residents. That is the Greater Accra region, has over 5 million. So when you are counting the number of people who are get infected, Accra in the head count volume, Accra will be leading that score. So even based on this explanation, one will ask, so if you are saying so, Accra with 5 million residents, so if you are doing head count according to the number of people who have the infection, that is the actual individuals who have the condition, then Accra will lead. Then why in the whole region, Bono region, which its population is less than Accra, is topping? So literally, those who are saying they don't understand, I am getting that their understanding from there. So let's take this point. Prevalence, density. Out of every 100 people walking on the streets in this region, how many have the condition? Bono lead because of the concentration relative to population size. You will get to understand my explanation. For example, point explanation 2 that I'm giving is that maybe you let you use salt and soup and salt analogy here. Use a simple analogy to make this. I'm using this analogy to make this. If you put 2 spoons of salt in a small cup of water, for example, let's take that one to be that small cup of water being Bono. That water in that small cup would taste very salty. So high prevalence. You are getting it. Are you now getting my analogy? Okay. So we are taking Bono region being the water in a small cup. So if you take 2 spoons of salt into that water and you taste that small water, that water in a small cup will be more salty. So if you put, after that is a high prevalence. So if you put 5 spoons of if you put 5 spoons of salt in a huge bucket of water, that is Greater Accra, that bucket has more total cases, but the water in the small cup is still much saltier. I don't know whether you are getting my analogy. So I am coming to set the record straight. Understanding the Ghana AIDS Commission data. So this analogy I first giving you just a way to understand. So you are most welcome to my platform. This is KMTV, as I have already indicated to you. A lot of you have sent me messages, called me, and asked a critical question about the latest HIV Commission's report. Hello, I have already made you to understand that I'm not going to rush. So many of you have asked me critical questions about the latest Ghana AIDS Commission's report. Many people are asking, how can the report say the Bono Region tops Ghana in HIV when Greater Accra and other regions has almost 78,000 cases and Kumasi has over 50,000 cases while Bono has under 20? Are you getting the questions people are asking? The question is that, how can a report say the Bono region tops Ghana in HIV when Greater Accra has almost 78,000 cases and Kumasi, being the Ashanti region, has over 50,000 cases while Bono has under 20,000? Do you now get the analogy? Some people are also asking, some people are even rejecting the report. Some are saying that they are rejecting the report, thinking the figures don't make sense. Today, we are breaking it down. We are breaking down the health statistics so everyone will understand exactly what Ghana AIDS Commission's reports mean and what it does not mean. Here is where the confusion lies. There are two different numbers in public health reporting: total volume versus prevalence rate. I said total volume versus prevalence rate. So let us look at the total volume. Total volume simply means head count in public health. This is simply counting heads. 1, 2, 3. So Greater Accra has millions of residents because Accra's population is massive. It naturally records the highest numbers of individual people living with HIV, about 77,821 people. Ashanti region follow with 54,000 people. This is according to Ghana Health Statistics. or HIV is Ghana AIDS Commission's report. So if by anything, these two figures simply says that Greater Accra, when you take head count, has 77,821 people in the Greater Accra region being infected with the disease. When you come to the Ashanti region and you do head count, they also have 54,000 persons who have contracted this disease. But a region like Bono, when they did the head count, has 20,000 plus persons who have contracted. Why then do we say Greater Accra, Bono tops this region in terms of the analogy that I gave? 77,000 plus and 54,000. So in simple terms, the ordinary person sees that Bono region cannot top since its numbers are smaller. But in prevalence measures density per 100 adult. It asks, if we take 100 random adults in a region, how many of them are living with HIV? Are you getting the explanation? Please, wherever you are, you can let me know, give me a message, talk to us, and we will be grateful. So, in Bono region, out of every 100 adults, approximately 2.22 are living with HIV. In Greater Accra, out of every 100, it is about 1.98 is not up to 2. So that is where the density and volume comes, prevalence. So while Accra has more total people because it is mega city, is a mega city. So while Accra has more total people, it is because it is a mega city. Bono region has a higher concentration of cases relative to its population size. Another question people ask is about the small symbol sign next to the numbers in the health table. When you see a sign like, it's not a minus, it is approximate. Since we cannot say a half or point in human beings when you are doing statistics, we have to approximate the figures when we are reporting. So Ghana Health Service uses that. So that tilt sign, it is not a negative sign. It is a statistical sign. That means approximately or estimated around. So I believe this is very technical for others, so I don't think it is important. So health official cannot test every single citizen one by one on the same day. So scientists use mathematical modeling to give us an accurate estimate. So that tilde sign, when you see a tilde sign before maybe 19,979, means that approximately 19,000 979 simply means approximately 19,979 are the people we are supposing to have this. So why does the AIDS Commission report it this way? The total number tells the government where to send the most medicines, testing kits, and clinical supplies. That is why Accra gets more supplies. Prevalence rate warns us where local risks and transmission density are highest. It tells us that in Bono Region, that we need to intensify education, encourage testing, promote condom use, and stop stigmatization. The report is not meant to shame any region. According to the AIDS Commission, it is a tool for public safety. Know your status, get tested, and let's protect our communities. So this is what I want to give to you this moment. I believe you have really enjoyed the discussion. And as I said, we don't want to confuse anyone here. Therefore, it is very important we let you also get some of the understanding, because many people are really asking these questions. That is why we decided to come out with this discussion. Thank you for joining the conversation. I am ᴇxᴜʟᴜ, and this is where we will end the conversation. We'll meet again. Thank you.